The bilateral relationship between India and Brazil is based on a common global vision, shared democratic values, and a commitment to foster economic growth with social inclusion for the welfare of the people of both countries. India and Brazil share close and multifaceted relations, which was elevated to a strategic partnership in 2006. Both countries cooperate closely in multilateral forums such as that of BRICS, IBSA, G20, G4, International Solar Alliance, Global Biofuel Alliance, Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure, United Nations, World Trade Organization, UNESCO, and World Intellectual Property Organization. As strategic partners, India and Brazil have several institutional mechanisms to coordinate bilateral relations, including the Joint Commission meeting at the level of foreign ministers, strategic dialogue between national security advisors, Foreign Office consultations at the secretary level, trade monitoring mechanism between commerce ministries. India and Brazil share robust and dynamic trade relations. Let's take a look at some of the key areas of trade ties between India and Brazil. In 2024-25, bilateral trade reached $12.2 billion, with Indian exports to Brazil at $6.7 billion and imports from Brazil at $5.43 billion. Key Indian exports to Brazil include processed petroleum products, agrochemicals, pharmaceuticals, engineering products, textured filament yarn and unwrought aluminium, while key Brazilian exports to India include crude oil, soybean oil, non-monetary gold, raw sugar, cotton, gums, wood, turpentine oil, chemicals and iron ore. The Indian investments in Brazil are estimated to exceed $6 billion, while Brazilian investments in India are around $1 billion.
There is a discussion between ICAR and Embrapa of Brazil for concluding an agreement on agricultural research. Besides that, let's keep in mind that while the two countries are superpowers in their own right for agriculture and agriculture export, we are not competing with each other. Right. So our trade basket, export basket is different from export basket of Brazil. So in that way, there is also a complementarity because Brazil has certain produces which we need, and there are certain producers of India which they need.
India's strategic partnership with Brazil has continued to intensify with a number of high-level engagements, and defense ties have also deepened over the years. A defense cooperation agreement was signed in 2003 and ratified in 2006. It established the Joint Defense Committee, and 7 Joint Defense Committee meetings have been held so far. High-level defense exchanges and visits have occurred, with 14 major exchanges occurring in the last 2 years. This also included visits by the Indian Air Force Chief to Brazil and Brazilian Army, Navy and Air Force Chiefs to India. Defense cooperation between the two nations included in defense training. So since 2007, 134 defense personnel, this includes 70 defense personnel from India and 64 from Brazil. They have been trained through short and long-term courses, joint military exercises and sailing regattas. Moreover, 2+2 political military dialogue was initiated in 2024 and strategic dialogue mechanism was established in 2006 for discussions on regional and global issues.